This summer, you are doing something very fun and very exciting, very different as well, and I really want to know more about it. So you are dating yourself this summer.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What made you choose to do that, and what does that even look like?
So it's from, when we look at it from like an energy manifestation kind of thing, I am obviously manifesting soulmate love. Okay, so this is what I'm calling into my life. And I'd had a relationship at the start of the year, which definitely reflected, again, self-awareness, certain things that I was putting up with, behaviour that I was accepting, and it was all a reflection on what I believed that I was worth. And I was like, this cannot happen again. So I am really going to put the focus on me and the energy, the way that I want to be treated. I have to treat myself this way first. So instead of me thinking, well, I'm going to wait for a guy to take me out, I was like, no, Vicky, you are going to take yourself on really beautiful dates. And because I travel a lot solo, I do a lot of things myself anyway, I'm always surprised that people will say, oh my God, like, how can you go to the cinema by yourself? Or how can you go for a meal by yourself? And I'm like, I'm just used to it now. Like, I love my own company. I'll take a book, I'll do whatever. Seeing the reaction on Instagram has really shown me that people, one, want to do more things by themselves, but they're just a little bit fearful about it. They're a bit uncomfortable. They don't know how people are going to react. And actually, when you're out, honestly, when I go to the cinema nearly every week by myself, nobody cares. Nobody bothers. Out for food. And the first date that I went on, I went to a comedy night. That was the first time I'd gone to a comedy night by myself, and that was a little bit unnerving, you know. I was like, no, so the person on the right is not going to know if I'm with the person on the left or not, and the other way around. So I went to see a comedian. That was really, really good night. I went to a candlelight experience where there was a quartet playing Coldplay music. Then I took myself out to a restaurant on a Saturday night in Leeds, which was a big move for me, but I got dressed up, and I took my book, and this woman came up to me, and she was like, who worked there, and she was like, can I just say, I think it's amazing that you've just come and treat yourself to a Saturday night meal. And I get a lot of that, and sometimes I have to be careful not to get triggered and take it in a way that they feel pity. Like, good for you, get it out there. And I'm like, guys, I'm actively choosing to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I love doing it. I took myself to the art gallery. What did I do recently? I took myself off to a place called Middleton Lodge, which is like a spa, hotel, like restaurant place. This week I was like, instead of waiting for a man to buy me flowers, I'm going to go buy myself a plant. And I took myself to this new plant shop that had opened called Nice Things, and it's amazing, very Instagrammable. Yeah, just little things like that. So it's really shown me, I think it's really building the self-love within me of the behaviour that I am calling in, and the energy that I'm calling in from somebody. And if I'm desiring, let's use the term princess treatment, because I see it a lot on TikTok, I have to give myself that treatment first before I can expect anybody else to love me in the way that at the time I wasn't really loving myself.
Wow,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
How amazing. And that is a prime example of manifesting and taking action, isn't it? Because that's like you having that total awareness of, do you know what? This last person was an experience. It's really brought to my attention that I am allowing less for myself than I actually deserve. Hold up, I'm not giving myself that either. So this is where you've really taken action on your manifestation and enjoying it. I love my own company.
Yeah,
I literally love it. Do you know last night, so Danny, my husband, he's on this crazy, he's always on some crazy bodybuilding diet thing, and he has to do 12,000 steps, and it got to about 7, 8 o'clock last night, and he's like, oh, I've only done 4,000 because he's been driving a lot yesterday. And he said, oh, do you want to go for a walk? I said, no, I've done my steps, bye. So he went with his son for a walk because he had to go and do like 8,000 steps, and it was the evening, it was at home. I had no telly on, nothing, it was silent, and I loved it. I can go for spa days alone, I can go for lunch alone, I can go for coffee alone. I actually think that the more you practice doing that, the better it becomes, because it's actually really nice. It is so nice.
Somebody said to me, like, what's the first thing you would say to somebody to do if they wanted to take themselves on a solo date? And I said, go to a coffee shop.
Start in a Starbucks or a Costa.
Go to a Starbucks or a Costa, take a book, take a notepad if you want to just make some, lists. I love making a list of your creative ideas or whatever, and just enjoy maybe like half an hour. And then if you then want to try maybe go to the art gallery or somewhere, or maybe go to an event, a museum, and then the next step could be, and this is, I think the cinema thing really bothers people because they think other people are going to judge them. And as somebody who goes to the cinema by themselves all the time, there are so many other solo people there.
And it's pitch black, who gives a shit?
Yeah, because when you're with somebody, you don't talk to them, right, do you?
No.
So it's the best thing. You don't have to share your popcorn. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing that.